It's another beautiful day to be a raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And where is that, might you ask? Well, let me point you in the right direction. It's just a little place, just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop and ask my man Joe. He's always on the corner, at least in the vicinity, possibly behind the bush. Wake him up. He's a man of commerce. He'll point you in the right direction. Just down the street, you'll take a right, and then you're going to take a left. As you're walking down the street, you'll see a deep, dark alley to your immediate right. As you pass it, a cool breeze will hit you that will freeze you, cool you to your skeletal core. Is it the autumn wind? You goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should, because what you'll find at the end is a little place that we like to call Deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. And as it shall be, every Wednesday going forward, it goes to the post, where we like to drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league wide. And Prime joins me every Wednesday. What's up, Prime?
What's going on, Commish? It's just another beautiful Wednesday. We got football tomorrow night. We just had our first week 1.
Yes. Week 1. Finally. Man, a full slate of football is man, just what the doctor ordered. Unfortunately, it didn't finish how I wanted to. Uh-oh. Did we lose Prime already? Oh, there we go. There we go. We didn't lose you. Thought I lost you.
All right, we said get on. Yeah, we had to merge.
We have to merge. There we go. Merging's good.
Yeah, we're good?
Yes.
All right.
All right, there we go.
All right.
All right, back to it. Now, week 1, obviously, it was an exciting week of football. It didn't end how I wanted it to end, but I've dealt with it, processed it, and moved on. But we'll touch on it. So, Prime, we made our picks in week 1, and we'll get it right out of the gate. You beat me in the week 1 picks, but basically,
Yeah, I know.
9-7, and I went 7-9. So one game goes differently. We would have both been 8-8. So but you're up by 2 games.
Yeah, I took a look at the week, and there were a couple I called wrong, but for the most part, yeah, I felt good about the teams I picked. I don't know, a 9-7, that's a winning record. 7-9, well, not so much.
No, that's not. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I'm aware I'm behind, but we'll see. I'll make up some ground this week. I'm sure. This week is it's an interesting week when you look across the schedule. So we're gonna pick the games tonight. It's Wednesday is our league night, and where we run through the schedule for the upcoming week that starts tomorrow night. And you can follow along with us, Raider Nation, or anybody else that happens to be watching, and make your picks with us as well in the comments, and we'll see if you agree with Prime and myself. We will see. So, anything that jumped out at you in the first week before we jump into week 2, Prime, that you wanted to touch on?
I mean, the only thing that really, gosh, I hate to even talk about him, but I thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be done. This is the first time I saw a player get injured, and they were doing close-ups of the medical tent on the sidelines.
It was, man, I ain't going to lie. I was about dead ass asleep on the couch, and I seen his ass start coming out, and I set up and stayed up to watch the rest of the game because I was like, wait a second, man, something's about to go down. And Aaron Rodgers, did you see the interview at the end of the game, Prime?
No, I was just kind of in shock. I was like,
you didn't see, dude. I don't know what pills they gave him at halftime, but that dude was lit the fuck up. So no wonder he's pain-free like fucking knee. I don't need a knee. Who needs a knee? Touchdown.
It's the Green Bay. No, that's the Brett Favre cocktail.
Yes.
Right there.
The Favre cocktail.
That is the Brett Favre cocktail.
Oh, that's the Favre cocktail. I see I see another puppet.
No, I can see it as soon as he came out. As soon as he came out of the locker room, I could see it in his eyes. I was like, man, I mean, I hate to say it, but Brett Favre looks a little. I mean, but Aaron Rodgers looks a little. Well, yeah, he's fucked up. Yeah, man, he's not doing right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You'll have that.
Who knew?
You'll have that. Yeah, we put the Mac thing to rest here. We ain't talking about that shit no more. It's over. It's done.
But boy, did he have a hell of a first half.
He had a hell of a first half. Then he looked like a guy who had no conditioning because he hadn't been in fucking training camp all goddamn season. He gassed the fuck out in the second half. Nowhere to be seen. Now, I don't know. I guess one of my biggest shockers was the tie, I guess, in week 1. I thought that was a bit of a shocker. Obviously, neither one of us picked a tie.
Yeah, so there was a tie, and someone brought it up earlier in the comments. Like, if there was a tie, how did I go 9-7 and you go 7-9?
Oh, that's true. So we should be. How many games were there? So technically, you should be 9-6-1. You're correct. Thank you for. We got to be official here. Well, you see, what happened was, Well, actually, I like 7-8-1 better. So thank you. That makes me feel a hell of a lot better.
You're only a game behind.
Yeah, you're 9-6-1. So there you go. There you go.
Who ties in the first half? I mean, in the first week of the season. I mean, I understood.
Well, no. Hold on a second. I am right because I already thought about that. This is what I get for listening to the people watching. You're throwing me astray. We picked it wrong, Prime. You either pick it right or you pick it wrong, and we picked it wrong. Yeah, I'd already thought about that earlier when I was doing it. And it made me second guess myself because,
Oh, yeah, it made me think about it too. I was like, wait, there was a tie.
Yeah, there was a tie, but that has nothing to do with what our picks. Our picks are right or our picks are wrong. So you were 9-7, I was 7-9. Okay. Now that we've worked through that, I'm sure the world needed to know. All right. Moving along. Let's put week 1 to bed because I know I'm ready to put week 1 to fucking bed and throw dirt on it and never talk about it ever again. Because it was.
I don't know. I went 3-1 out of my 4 fantasy leagues. I actually I won in three leagues and I lost in 1. Oh yeah, and one of those was a beatdown.
It was a beatdown because I started Derek Carr, Amari Cooper, and Marshawn Lynch.
And did you start Latavius Murray too?
No, he was on my bench. No way in hell I would have done that. No, he's there for when Cook goes down again. He's there to plug in. I'm banking on an injury. All right, so we're making our picks. Let's start it out with the Thursday night game, Prime. We got Baltimore at the Bengals. What do you think?
I think it's an early season rivalry game, which is fitting. It's on a Thursday night, so it's a short week for both teams. Both teams, I think, let's see, the Ravens definitely won. They beat up on Buffalo, but everyone's going to beat up on Buffalo this year. The Bengals, yeah, they won too. They beat, the Colts? So,
Yeah.
At home, I'm going to say the Bengals get this one. Right now.
At home.
Yeah,
Taking the Bengals.
Andy Dalton.
Dalton looked good, man. Dalton looked good. I should have started Andy Dalton over Derek Carr. He was sitting on my bench putting up touchdowns while Derek Carr was throwing pick sixes. So, I mean,
Well,
hey, I ain't here to blow sunshine and rainbow up your ass. It's what it was. I mean,
I could have started Kirk Cousins, but I went with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson got me 14 points.
Dude.
Kirk Cousins lit it up on the bench.
I
think the Bengals. Who you picking?
Oh, you're going Bengals. I'm going Baltimore. I think Flacco gets a little more familiar with his wide receivers. Did you see the toe tap touchdown from Crabtree in the back of the end zone? Man, that made me. That was beautiful.
You started Crabtree. That's right.
I did.
I just knew the majority of your team was either Raiders, current Raiders, or former Raiders.
Not on purpose. The rest of my team did well, actually. It was the Raiders on my team that annihilated me. I don't have that many. I have the number ones on the team, but yeah, they didn't do worth the shit for me. All right. Well, let's start with the 1 o'clock games, Prime. We got Carolina at Atlanta. Now, this was a big game. They were talking about this on the Sports Talk Radio show I listened to in the morning this morning about how this is damn near a must-win for Atlanta. because if they lose to Carolina, Carolina goes to 2-0 and Atlanta drops to 0-2 in division. So this would be huge for Atlanta, to a playoff team, the team that's was supposed to be a Super Bowl caliber team again, to start out the season 0-2. So thoughts on this one?
You know, it's hard for me to right now bet on the Falcons. They are the team that struggles the most anytime they're, in the red zone. Basically from 20 to 20, they are awesome. But once they get to that 20, Matt Ryan cannot hit Julio Jones to save his life. Julio Jones falls down or he's heavily defended and he can't make the catch. They've had more struggles in that red zone than, most championship-type teams do. So I think with the defense of the Carolina Panthers right now, I don't even know. Luke Kuechly went down, but I think he'll power through. It's a little knee injury. He'll be okay.
It's in Atlanta.
Cam Newton,
Somebody asked where it was. Sorry.
I'm going Panthers to win that. And the Falcons are going to be stuck at 0-2.
Damn, I gotta disagree with you on this one, Prime. We're disagreeing right off the bat here. I think I don't see Atlanta dropping to 0-2. I think this one at home, I do think this is going to be a tough game, and this is going to be a close game. I think this will be a good one to watch, that's for sure. The Carolina at Atlanta game, I think, will be an exciting one to watch. But I'm taking... I think I've got to go Atlanta on this one. I think, I don't know. They were so bad in the red zone last week that they can't be that bad 2 weeks in a row. They can't be that bad. Because, man...
It can't be that bad. But Julio Jones is their best player, and now they've got an offensive coordinator that understands that, and he's going to try and feed him.
What was the? I seen some.
But the thing is anytime
What was it?
I don't know if it's a mental thing between Matt Ryan and Julio Jones.
I seen some sick. What was it? Dan Patrick.
It just doesn't work.
Dan Patrick the other day had his stat of the day was after that game, and the stat of the day was I may be off like a digit or two, but I was like one in the last since 2000, the end of 2016. He had targeted Julio Jones in the end zone and had only connected 1 out of 22 times of the times that he was targeted in the end zone, like inside the 10 or something like that. And so they just he's his best target, and they can't connect when they get down there where it counts. And we'll see if we can pull it off this weekend. I'm going Atlanta. You're going Carolina. On to the Colts at the Redskins. The Redskins, I picked the Redskins to win. You did not. You picked the Cardinals. You got that one wrong.
Yeah, the Cardinals look way worse than I thought they were.
They did not look good. No, did not look good. But the Colts did not look... The Colts didn't look bad. They just lost the game. They didn't really look terrible. So, who do you got in this one, Prime?
You got to think about where they were. That was Andrew Luck's first game back. He's going to have rust. He had a little bit in the first half there. He didn't play terrible.
Thank you, Santonio.
He looked like old
Santino, excuse me. I knew it was 1 in 20 of something. 1 in 20, that's what it was.
Oh, right on. Well, still. What up, Santino? All right.
Still, that sucks. That was the point.
Now with the Colts and the Redskins, I'm going to go with the Redskins here. Still. The Redskins with Alex Smith, they might be a pretty good team. They're going to hold their own, especially at home. So the Colts, they still have some figuring out to do. Yeah, I don't know if T.Y. Hilton has lost a step or not, but I think he may have.
Yeah,
anyway.
He might have.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I'm leaning towards Washington in this one. Alex Smith looked good. He looked sharp in his debut with the team, and I still say the Mahomes thing's gonna bite Kansas City in the ass despite that week 1. I don't care. We'll debate that I don't give a shit. I'm still not sold on that kid. I'm not
Don't
sold
get
on
me started on Andy Reid.
fuck that Walrus.
He didn't.
Houston, Tennessee.
Oh,
Or no, we're still on Washington and the Colts. Who you going, Washington?
I picked the Redskins.
I'm going Skins too. I'm going the Skins as well. All right, next one. We got the Houston Texans with Deshaun Watson, who did not look like Deshaun Watson that everybody was predicting him to be, at the Tennessee Titans, who looked like the Tennessee Titans most everybody thought they were going to be. They looked like shit. I actually picked them because I thought they'd beat the Dolphins because I figured the Dolphins would look more like shit. Figured they'd both look like shit, but it'd be like a contest of who looked less like shit. And it turned out the Dolphins didn't look terrible, and the Titans did. So, Houston at Tennessee.
Went down with, I think, a thumb injury or was
Who?
it a wrist?
Who's that? Mariota?
Mariota.
Yeah, he's banged up. I'm not sure what his. I think he's playing this weekend though,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. I haven't seen any news that he wasn't playing. But then again, I'm not watching the Titans news closely because I don't have any fucking Titans on my fantasy team. Oh, I know Delaney Walker's hurt. His legs bent the wrong direction.
Went down for the season.
Yeah, he's on my fantasy team. I got to get rid of him. He's on my bench.
Well, maybe he'll have a good next season. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, Walker was he was good for me. He's good, man. I've kept him for one season.
Like the last 3 seasons.
Huh? Yeah.
He's been good like the last 3 seasons.
Oh, he's huge. He's been good in fantasy.
Things are in a state of disarray, so it's going to be Texans all day.
I'm taking
Deshaun Watson's going to look like his old self against the Titans.
the Titans in their ugly ass new uniform with their stupid looking new helmets. You're gonna lose at home. Fucking retread Oilers. Get an identity and pick one. Stick with it. All right.
That's why I don't like the Titans.
No. Fucking Titans. You're on the kitty table. You should have 2 seats on there. One for the Oilers and one for the Titans. The Texans. You guys could like split a table. You can all sit all 3 together at like a little sub kitty table. We should make one just for like the 3 of you. You all sit there together.
That's a good point. You know, Watson was coming off an injury too. That was his first, regular season live action since what? Last December? No, not even December. Like October?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did he play? 7 games? I know he didn't even play half a season. It was 6 or 7 games and he was out. All right, so we're both taking Houston over Tennessee at home. We got Philadelphia at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The defending champs against the Bucs, who Fitzmagic looked amazing. Who had that?
Yeah.
Nobody started his ass. Nobody played him in fantasy. Nobody.
And he is still available.
Oh yeah, nobody wants him. He's not gonna do that again. That was that one-time thing. Now you got Philadelphia coming to town. I don't know. I don't see it happening again. I got to take the Eagles in this one. I think they. I think the defense is the difference. I think defense is the difference in this one. And Nick Foles, as long as he doesn't completely blow it, I think they'll be all right. Thoughts?
Yeah, as long as he doesn't completely blow it, they should be good. And I don't expect him to blow it either. Philadelphia, their defense is solid. I mean, offensively, they can do enough. And I think their defense is gonna rule the day. So it's gonna be Eagles over the Bucs for sure.
I think so too, man.
Deshaun Watson might not play. I think he's under the concussion protocol.
Oh, you mean Deshaun Jackson?
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Deshaun Jackson won't play. He's under concussion protocol.
Yes.
So
I agree. I got to take the Eagles and I got to take the Eagles in that one too. I think old Fitzy comes back to reality this time. You see some picks under some pressure from that Eagles front, and it's going to be a rough day in Tampa. Um,
I expect the old Harvard grad to play pretty well. It just won't be enough. I think it'll be a decent game to watch.
Oh, I'm sure it will too, because he's ballsy, man. That's why he does well every once in a while, because he'll throw it in there. He don't give a shit.
And when you're throwing it to like Mike Evans, you got a shot.
Yeah. But not having Deshaun Jackson is gonna hurt him, man, because he had a couple of big plays to Deshaun Jackson last week, as you well know, because you had him on your fantasy team that was playing against me.
Oh yeah, he scored like 35 points fantasy.
Yeah. I'm aware. I watched. Yes. I see. I'm aware. Well.
I've loved Deshaun Jackson for so long. I mean, I had him when he dropped that ball at the 1 yard line when he was going in for the touchdown. He was still an Eagle.
Yeah. Yeah. Deshaun Jackson. Yeah. How many teams has he played on?
Happy there, or was it just the video?
No, nobody wants him because he's just a whiny bitch. So, but
I don't know about that. He's a little bit. All right.
He's talented. He's very talented. That's why everybody tries him. But how many teams has he been on? There's a reason for that. Kansas City at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh just tied Cleveland.
Yeah, but did you see the weather? I mean, it was an adverse weather game.
They got the killer bees and Ben Roethlisberger and all that stuff, man.
They ain't got no bees. They got a bee. You're missing.
Antonio Brown.
They got him.
And Ben. They got Big Ben and the kicker.
Well, yeah, no Le'Veon Bell. Although what Cooper didn't make everybody forget Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell holds out too many more games, and he has a couple more games like that. They're gonna be like, when he calls, they ain't gonna answer. They'll change the fuck.
Bell's gonna be like, he's gonna be a Jet or he's gonna be a Lion. He's not gonna play for Pittsburgh.
No, that's a weird situation. It's a talented guy, but you knew and you know what they're gonna do to Le'Veon Bell when he comes in, and Le'Veon Bell knows it too. It's like we know, everybody knows that we're gonna run your ass into the ground. They're gonna run his ass. They're gonna.
Dude. No, they're gonna run him some, and they're gonna pass the ball.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they are gonna use him.
He's a stud, and yeah, if he comes back, then yeah, they'll dump it off. He's the best safety blanket ever, like for any quarterback. Any quarterback. If you got to go through all your progression and you check down to Le'Veon Bell, you still got a good chance to win.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
I agree. I'm taking Pittsburgh in this one over Kansas City. I'm still not sold on Mahomes. He played a soft ass defense, and he hit some bombs, and so we'll see. We'll see what he does a couple weeks in a row, and he just say you look like my guy.
Wow. Really?
Oh, shit.
I mean, like, what? I mean, I look like, oh, man.
That's savage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Snap it to a Slim Jim. Bone saws ready. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I gotta go Chiefs.
How long will Bryant be on the team? He came back just to get weed money, George. He's got weed money, so now it's hard to tell how long he sticks around this time. I don't know. We'll field that question, Prime. That's a hot topic, and I know most of the audience is Raider Nation. What do you think about Martavis Bryant coming back to the Raiders after we just released him a week ago, basically?
This shows the Raiders are looking for answers right now. They don't trust Amari Cooper. If they're going to bring him back, oh no. Amari Cooper? Oh, man.
Well, they released Keon Hatcher, who looked good in the last preseason game, was the big star, and bring him back. I mean, how do you have a press conference explaining why you're getting rid of the guy, and then a week later, how do you go on there and be like, but we want this guy, he's our guy. Come on.
What happened? What happened was week 1 happened.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the Rams went in there and said no to a whole bunch of the Raider game plan. Amari Cooper was supposed to be the number one. He was supposed to be the focus of that offense. And old boy had 1 catch for like 8 yards. He was supposed to be the focus.
It was like 6, wasn't it?
He had fewer chances of targets than, I don't know, guys like Jared Cook or whoever your tight end was. Man, and now they're going back to them. Nah, man. If they're bringing him back, then they're searching for answers.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't sound like Mike Tyson, do I?
No. Yeah.
All right.
Not really. All right. So who are you taking, Kansas City or Pittsburgh?
Taking the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. I am taking the Squealers. All right, next we're in the AFC least. Miami at the Jets. This Jets with the surprising Sam Darnold, who throws the pick 6 on his first pass of his career, and then comes back with resilience and lights it up against the Lions. So,
I'm gonna say this: Ramos says that Cooper was open plenty of times. I don't know that, but if that was the case, then I'm telling you, there's something between the timing between Carr and Cooper. They got to work that out. And by the way, the Jets are gonna win this game.
The Jets, I'm going with the I don't know. Shit. The Jets at home. I gotta take the Jets as well. I just can't pick Miami on the road. Maybe if they were at home, I would feel different. But Darnold looked good.
Bobby, we don't need to go Jets are real that fast now.
No.
Come on now.
Faceless.
What were they? Friggin' 6 and 10 or something like that? Jets are real. Let's take it. Just take it slow. There, Bobby. They're gonna win this game. That defense.
I want some of what Bobby's got. So I don't know. I'm happy. I drafted Sam Darnold as my project quarterback in fantasy, and he's sitting on my bench hoping he'd hit. I'm gonna deal him to some sucker. You watch, Prime. You watch.
You should have drafted someone that would have helped you win in week 1.
Man, my score was actually looking good. I'm sitting at 100 points with 4 players to play yet, and I was looking, and then my quarterback, wide receiver, running back. I should have scored well at that, but why gotta bring up old shit for? All right.
We got a man out there that would pick the Jets even if they were in Miami. So, we'll get to see that later in the season. So
yeah, we will.
It's gonna happen.
Now we've got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are fucking terrible. Oh my God, are the Bills bad? What's up, Michael? The Bills are terrible. Bobby hates them all. The Bills are bad. The Bills are. So the Chargers did not look good last week though, but I think they could take. I think they can win this one on the road in Buffalo. Buffalo's a bad football team.
Yeah, they're going to the rookie now. Now they're going to Josh Allen. I thought he was going to start week 1. They went with Nathan Peterman. He didn't last a full game. Josh Allen came in. And, yeah, so, I don't know. Buffalo, they got LaShawn McCoy, and I feel for that man. Because he's a bad man. LaShawn McCoy.
Oh, he's got, he's talent on a...
He is rotting.
He is.
Rotting away in Buffalo.
I agree. The Chargers are going to win.
Thurman Thomas to come in there, and Jim Kelly, and all them cats.
This is one of those games, if you've got Phillip Rivers in fantasy football, you start his ass, because this is a 400-yard game for Phillip Rivers. This is one of those games where he just lights the hell up out of some pathetic-ass secondary. he's good for stats. He's just not good for playoff wins.
I'll take that a little further and say if you have a Charger right now, then you start him this week.
Yeah. You start anybody against the Bills.
Melvin Gordon is the only Charger I have on any of my teams, I think. So, yeah, you're right. I'm starting him this week. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now,
I think we're both picking the Chargers now over the Bills. And I tell you what, if the Bills keep showing me what they've shown me, then we're going to pick against the Bills every week. So.
Now, Minnesota. So we're both taking the Chargers over the Bills because the Bills are possibly the worst team in football. It remains to be seen over the next couple of weeks, but they're going to be in the battle for it. You got Minnesota at Green Bay. Now, the big question mark in this one has got to be Aaron Rodgers. You know, he didn't practice today because he's nursing that strain on his knee, and he's got the cocktail, obviously, the Favre cocktail. So I'm sure he'll be feeling good come game time.
That only works if you're Brett Favre for more than one game, but and the Vikings, good gosh. I mean, Kirk Cousins was hooking up with Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs, and boy, the only one who got left out of that party was the tight end, Kyle Rudolph. He didn't get much. He was not in the party, I guess, with Minnesota. But I mean, do you like that? Do you like that? That happened. That happened.
Did you?
I'm going.
Dude, that's like the worst fucking pun ever. Where did you? Dude, where did you? Come on.
The internet made me do it.
That was bad, Prime. That was bad.
I got that purple. All right. I'm still picking the Vikings over the Packers.
Somebody say purple drink?
Even if no. Even if Aaron Rodgers does come out, man, the Viking defense just has, I don't know, they'll hit him, and he's going to be out of the game pretty quickly. So that means if that's Deshaun Kaiser,
yeah.
Deshaun Kaiser showed you what he was made of last week when Khalil Mack ran at him, and he handed him the ball.
Yeah, he's like, take it! Fuck, don't kill me!
Oh my gosh! Out of Notre Dame.
Somebody stop the bad man.
Go back to school and be an assistant coach, because he's not a good player.
No, fuck. I wish I knew. If Aaron Rodgers starts, I'd say they win. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't, they're going to lose. But...
Did you not hear me? Aaron Rodgers is going to start. He's just not going to finish.
You don't think?
Nope.
I'm picking the Packers. At home.
To shoot him up in the knee.
They're at home. Favre will administer the cocktail personally, and he's going to be numb from the waist down after the half.
Copper commercials, like copper socks and copper back supports, and
he's gonna have copper Wranglers on under his fucking shit.
You gotta get your copper Wranglers because I'm old and I got Jerry Rice in a commercial.
Yes.
Yo, I'm Brett Favre. Ooh,
Yeah.
Is it hot in here? All right.
I'm taking the Packers. Are you taking the Vikings?
Yeah, I'm taking the Vikings.
All right.
Good night, hot Neil.
Thank you all for joining us. We haven't stopped. We've been on a roll since we started, but let's take a quick pause and thank each and every one of you for joining us as always on Raider Reaction. New and old, Band of Pirates, thank you, as always. Without you, we'd be talking to the wall, which would be, lock people up for that shit. We don't want to do that. So, and tonight, as it is every Wednesday, is Goes to the Post with Prime over there and the Commish as we go through all of the upcoming games and break them down and pick a winner with you. So you throw your picks up in the comments and we'll work through the rest of the games. We got one more of the early games left, Prime, And that's the Cleveland Browns, who ended their losing streak in complete Brown fashion by not even winning. How do you end your losing streak with a fucking tie? Oh.
It's the first tie in week 1 since like the 40s, the 1940s.
You know, the Saints looked like the Saints. They put up a lot of points, and they can't stop anybody. Luckily, the Cleveland can't really score that much, so I say the Saints just destroy them. And I don't think this is good. The Saints are at home. The Browns are just the Browns, man. They even fucked up winning that game. They could have won it with a kick, man.
Yeah, no, the Browns are going to go down to New Orleans, and they're going to get caught up on Bourbon Street. They're going to be drinking Hurricanes and Wobbly the next day. All those guys, all those young dudes, they got a young team. You think Baker Mayfield's going to be sipping down some Hurricanes? You know he is. Oh my gosh, Myles Garrett's going to be sipping on that, you know what? Man, he really had that purple drink himself. Dude, the Browns are in trouble. They're going to go down to New Orleans. Oh yeah, to New Orleans, oh God. Oh, man, I felt like I just had 2 minutes in the NFL and then I'm out already.
He stayed in long enough to get him a fat diamond ring and a fucking big ass cheeseburger, and he's out. Sup? Later.
Right. Yep. I got diamonds and cheeseburgers, son.
Yeah.
But I'm living. I'm making it.
I'm out.
Nah, it's gonna be Drew Brees and the Saints all day. All day. Drew Brees, the Saints.
All right, so we got. I'm taking the Saints, man. There's no friggin'. I mean, come on. At home, coming off that game, they're gonna put up points. Their offense looked crisp. They just couldn't stop nobody. So that's about it. That's about it.
Yep, Lions is calling. Come on now. Lions is calling it Upset City.
Upset City. You're calling the Browns. Come on, Lions. That you live in Ohio. See, it's getting to you. Something in the water.
The truth comes out. We take a peek behind the curtain, and oh, we've got a homer.
Now, Detroit at San Francisco. Neither one of these teams looked good in week 1. It's the first game of the afternoon games. It's the only 4:05 game. So it's the Detroit at San Francisco. Matthew Stafford with, was it 4 picks?
Stafford looked terrible.
Oh, my God.
Stafford threw like 12 interceptions.
He outdid Carr.
Yeah. Going against the rookie, he looked like the rookie. Next thing you know, Sam Darnold is everyone's darling, and Matt Stafford, who used to be the highest paid player in the NFL, he was the first one to start off that whole quarterback getting mega millions thing. You know?
Yeah, somebody had to start it.
Yeah. Then Matt Ryan. Anyway,
yeah.
Now we got Aaron Rodgers. He got paid. But anyway, no, I gotta go with the 49ers. The 49ers are gonna be at home. You know, Detroit doesn't feature the defense that the Vikings did. So I mean, the most beautiful touchdown pass I saw last week was probably from Jimmy Garoppolo to Pettis. I want to say Anthony Pettis, but I know that's an MMA guy.
Yeah.
You guys see that UFC? Anyone see that? All right, anyway, you can't talk about UFC right now. But yeah. But that throw was amazing. That catch was outstanding.
Sure we can. Who wins?
Traffic.
Who wins? Connor? Khabib.
49ers.
Who knew? No, fuck that. You brought up MMA. Who wins? Connor? Khabib?
Oh, Connor Khabib. Oh.
Nurmagomedov.
Come on, man. You can't blindside me with that. Khabib, I mean, Connor's been just sitting on millions for a minute now, dude. He's just like been fending off lawsuits. That's what he's been defended against. Man, but Connor's style. His flair.
Oh, it's going to be a good goddamn fight. It's going to be a good fight.
Oh, my gosh. It's going to be...
I hate you all so much!
Whoa! on. What the hell was that?
No.
Oh.
But I'm not. No, man. I'm still gonna go Connor. Connor's gonna beat Khabib.
All right. So you're taking the 49ers over Detroit. I am actually gonna take Detroit over the Niners. I think Stafford has a bounce back. He's not that bad. Four interceptions. I think he could have a bounce back game. I don't believe in Garoppolo. I do not believe in Garoppolo. I believe a hell of a lot more in Stafford as the franchise quarterback than I do Garoppolo. And I think he'll bounce back, and I think he'll have a good game. So we'll see. We split on that one. So next up, we got the first.
If you have Matt Breida in fantasy, start him. Matt Breida's gonna have a super day.
All right, there you go.
Breida, whatever his name is.
You can thank him next week. Now, the first of the 425 games, as we got 3 of those. Arizona They're 20 minutes late. Arizona at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams look good in the second half against the Raiders. That's for damn sure. They put the fucking boots to us.
The Rams are right now, I think, the class of that division. So, that offense, that defense, they got Aaron Donald.
The Cardinals looked bad, Prime. The Cardinals looked really bad. They did not look good.
Yeah.
The Rams looked good. This is a bad mix for an ass whipping. This could get ugly. This one could be ugly. I'm taking the Rams in this one.
Yeah, the Rams are kind of like the antithesis of my Buffalo right now. I will always pick against Buffalo, but for the most part, I'm going to pick the Rams all year.
The Rams. So you get it. Okay. All right. Now, this is an interesting game. You got New England at Jacksonville. 2 teams that were, predicted in preseason to obviously be, high at the top of the AFC. Both
Brady versus Blake Bortles.
Both have come off wins in week 1, so they're both sitting at 1-0. So it's at Jacksonville. What do you think, Prime? What are you thinking on this one?
I mean, at Jacksonville, Blake Bortles is a subpar quarterback. He is not even in the middle ground of the NFL. But
no, he's not.
And I think their running back is hurt.
Look, Fournette is banged up. I don't know if he's going to play this game. He is banged up. He left the last game. And damn, is it a hamstring? I want to say. I'm not 100% positive. Yeah. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's a hamstring. And he's banged up, which means he's not 100%, and that doesn't help.
Ramsey plays cornerback. He's going to be locked up on all those wide receivers, those crappy wide receivers.
Hogan, maybe. I don't know I don't know who they're going to stick him on the most. I would guess probably Hogan. But I think New England takes this one. I don't think Bortles can match it up offensively with Brady, and Brady's the type of quarterback that can find holes in that defense. As much as I hate to say it.
Sure. I'm actually gonna go the opposite of you there, Commish.
I thought you may.
I'm not 100% sure that Brady's gonna make it out of this game. That 41-year-old quarterback might get broke up by that Jacksonville defensive line. Like, man, alive. Dude, they're going to get after him. The New England offensive line is suspect. They got no running game. What are they going to do? Burkhead? Man, get out of here. Like,
got James White.
James White is great for a great receiver out of the backfield.
He's on my fantasy team. He did all right this week.
He'll get his. He usually does, but still, he's a screen pass. He's an outlet. He's a circle route.
He's a gadget guy.
Sure. He'll be fine. But no, I'm gonna go Jacksonville on this. They're gonna start out 2-0.
All right, let's go in Jacksonville. Squiz is picking Jacksonville as well. Squiz Bigler.
What's up, Squiz?
That's a great fucking name. Oh, I'm gonna name my next dog Squiz Bigler. Alright.
That am I doing first. Ah, here's my dog. What up, Squiz?
What up, Squiz? Alright. Now, 425, the last 425. We're gonna go with the Raiders at the Donkeys. Broncos come off a win. They didn't look terrible. Now, their defense looked great, but Case Keenum was throwing picks like Case Keenum. So, I don't know how to gauge that, because Seattle's not really that good of a team anymore. They're just not. Russell Wilson's good, but the rest of the team is not that great.
I agree.
They're a remnant of what they used to be, and they're just trying to hold on. So
I don't know. With that, their defense still look good. I don't know. Their offense, they still got Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas. Those guys are still quality wide receivers. Case Keenum, he's a journeyman at best. Yeah, he had a good season last year. It's because he was with Minnesota. They got some good skill positions and a good offensive line. But you can't necessarily say that with Denver. So, is this the get-right game for Gruden?
I'm picking it to be. I think this is the game where we get things going a little. The offense was a lot of penalties. It wasn't crisp. And I think we fixed some of those things this week. I don't think it's as big as a panic as some of the moves that you see getting made are making it look like. And I think we win this game. I think this is a big game. I'm almost calling this a must-win at this point. So we'll see. I don't want to call it that, but to me it kind of is. Statistics say, Prime, since 1990, if you go 0-2, you have roughly a 12% chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, man, I would rather be on the positive end of those statistics than the negative end. So I'm taking the Raiders. Obviously, I'm taking the Raiders. I think they can win this one. And who are you taking?
I'm going Raiders on this one.
All
I think this is Gruden's get-right game. I think he is going to return to be a quality coach. I think they've got the tools with Marshawn Lynch. I think they need to work out some chemistry issues between Cooper and Carr, but I think that's a definite possibility. They can certainly do that. They went back and got that wide receiver, Martavis Bryant or whatever. Man, I don't know. I feel like they're reaching that number two. They miss Crabtree is what's up there. You know, there was a certain chemistry between Crabtree and Cooper that whatever, dude. No, there was a chemistry.
Squiz did not approve.
I think that they're missing this year. So, I mean, with that, never announced new, but I think if anyone can do it, it's going to be Gruden, and I'm going to say that, yeah, the Raiders are going to win this one at Mile High.
All right. We'll see. I hope. We'll see. All right. We've got the Giants at the Cowboys. We've got an NFC East matchup. Dallas looked bad. The Giants didn't look great. They both need a win. One of them's not going to go 0-2, and one of them is. Raider.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Yeah. I don't know. I got to go Giants on that.
Giants?
Yeah,
I think I'm going Giants as well.
It's going to come together between Saquon and OBJ, and it's going to be on.
Dallas looked bad, and I think Dallas continues to look bad. So I'm going with the Giants as well. I think the Giants got too many weapons, and I think they will get some chemistry put together. You know, as much shit as Eli Manning catches, the guy's got 2 fucking rings. And there ain't a lot of quarterbacks playing in this league right now that got more than one. So you got to give him a little bit of cred. A little bit. Did you drop something there?
I suppose, yeah. You got to give Eli a little bit of cred. He's been garbage for the past couple seasons.
Well, yeah, but
he's only completing at like 50% at best. Like, he's not, I don't know. I'm with, oh gosh, you said that. Oh, was that Ramsey that said Odell Beckham Jr. is the only reason Eli's still in the league?
Yes,
right
he did.
That might be well possible, man.
There's a
That
good
might be
possibility of that.
He does have those weapons. He does have that Ingram tight end. He does have the new rookie running back with Barkley. And you know what? And Dallas is bad. Like
They looked really bad.
Like,
They did look really bad. And speaking of looking really bad, you've got the Monday Night Football matchup. Seattle at Chicago. Ooh, that's a great one.
I know, right? Well, yeah, so we're both picking the Giants. But yeah, Seattle at Chicago. Gosh. I mean, Chicago, at least they have Khalil Mack. And that guy.
Khalil Mack may murder Russell Wilson this week. It's possible. Because Von Miller damn near did it last week. And you're getting basically a younger version of him. And you think it could be ugly. It could be really ugly. I think the Bears win this one, and they possibly win it big because, you know, Khalil Mack's going to murder Russell Wilson. That's my prediction. My prediction is Khalil Mack murders Russell Wilson. There will be a chalk line.
Khalil Mack is the closest thing to Lawrence Taylor I've seen in a good long time.
I hate saying positive things about him, but it is what it is. He's a stud. And I don't. Seattle didn't look good, man. They didn't look good. I'd say the bitch pigeons go down to the Bears. So we'll see.
So
well, Prime.
Mike Ditka versus the Space Needle. Ditka or the Bears. Yeah, the Bears are gonna win this one.
The Bears. We're both going the Bears. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 games that we disagree on, Prime. So there's definitely could be a little shake-up in the standings here, depending on how this shakes out. I'm only down 2 games, 9-7, it's 7-9 coming out of the first week. I'm down. I went 7-9. I missed a couple. That damn Raiders game got me.
Yeah, but we both picked the Raiders this week.
Yes, we did both pick the Raiders this week. So if the Raiders lose, we'll both be screwed. And that I won't gain no ground, but, you know, I ain't going to lose none either. So, Prime will be back next week to do the same thing. We'll roll through all of the games, make our picks with those of you watching with us. And, of course, thank you, those of you watching with us this evening for Ghost to the Post. As Prime and I drop back deep in the pocket every week on Wednesday, let it fly league-wide, and roll through all of the games, touching on all the hot league topics as we do it. So, Prime, we'll see you back here next Wednesday.
Yep. I'll be back next Wednesday. The only true winner is the Shield, for the record.
Yes, this one. Ha ha! All right, thank you as always, Prime. Thank you as always. No, I got a sweet raffle hookup, Joel. Why you want to switch things up? Why? You don't like the raffle? Just cause you didn't win last time, Joel? Joel's like, I didn't win last time. We gotta have a new game. We gotta switch this shit up. This just don't work. So thank you all, as always, for joining me. I appreciate it. Tomorrow night, I'll be back. Same Raider times, same Raider channel. And we will get into some more shenanigans and dig in a little more to the matchup this weekend. As well as the new defensive tackle signings. Now, I am going to say, man, McDonald signing, I'm not, that signing did not excite me at all. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had the worst. Go check the stats. They were the worst defensive line in the damn league. And we went and signed one of them? Like, we're not just in the dumpster looking for fucking talent. We're like scraping the shit off the bottom that's like stuck to the bottom. Like, fuck, I need a defensive tackle. Oh, there we go. I mean, come on. That one I'm not excited about. All right? I live deep behind the enemy lines. I'm adjacent. I hear what his own team that he just left thinks about his ass. So I'm not excited. I'm not excited about that one. I understand he's depth and he's a body. He's probably not even going to see that much action. He's just going to fill in behind the guys who are going to need to move up to play for the guys that are injured. I understand. So, I know I'm just breaking your balls, Joel. Hankins, I think, is solid. I agree with Lyons. Hankins, I think, is solid. The other one, hey, man. And I put it up there. I put it up on the page what I thought about it, that I thought I was doing dumpster scraping. But, and everybody wanted to jump at me. You know, man, y'all are some of y'all are some salty bitches lately. I make a comment out there you don't like, you want to jump at me like a bunch of goddamn piranhas. Now, do you want me to come on here and be fake and blow sunshine and rainbows up your ass every night and tell you it's all hunky-dory? Hey, you watched the fucking game Monday. That wasn't hunky-dory. It ain't. What do I think about Brian, Jacob? You run out of weed money? How do you have a press conference less than 2 weeks ago and come out and say Keon Hatcher won the spot, Martavius Bryant wasn't doing jack, and you release him, and then a week and a half later you want to have a press conference saying how you're bringing him back and he's the fucking answer? There's some fuckery mixed in there. A little bit. So I don't know what I think of that. I don't. It just don't sound right. So I don't know what I think of that. Not quite sure. Seems like some fuckery. Thank you for joining me, as always. It's awesome having Prime back with me on Wednesday nights. I love having Prime back in the house, our Raider Reaction resident sports guru. I hope you guys enjoy having him back as well. He's going to be back with us every Wednesday as we run through the games, make our picks, and me and Prime battle through the season to see who ends up on top. Now, we got to come up with some contest for between me and Prime that whoever loses by the end of the season, there must be some embarrassing, terrible thing that we have to do on camera. We got to come up with something. So, we need your help. If you got any good ideas, message the page. You know, you got to be something we can do. So, thank you for joining me as always. Tomorrow night, we will get in to this week and everything involving this upcoming week. It's Donkey Week. Who the fuck wears orange and blue? Let's get that W. I believe. I got faith. We will get the W. We'll right the ship this week. I 100% believe it. I'm not ready to panic yet. I'm pissed off. But I ain't ready to panic. Oh, damn. Squiz just dropped the bomb. The Kiki challenge in your hated team's jersey. Oh, damn. To the loser. We got a winner. We got a leader out of the gate, that's for sure. Oh, hell yes. I'm out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.